Hi guys, this is skittflash here, and welcome back to Let's Play The World Ends With You. I haven't uploaded in a while. This beast of a part is sort of the reason why. We get a lot, but the good thing is we get a lot done. This is my current pin deck. You might have noticed I had this one pin that we theoretically can't have gotten, and you might also noticed I have stuff for another day. That's because I've been doing some time traveling. Yes, I'm very sneaky like that. It just mainly to make everything more streamlined. So for day 7, let's just get right on it. All you have to do for this one is just step in and, buy some of his shit, I guess. I don't even know if you have to buy some of his shit. Not like anything in Mystic Ramen is bad, of course. It all sounds so delicious. And before he leaves, of course, hey, not so fast, son. You forgot this. Oh, what? He has a box, What on earth? I'm sure you've had your share of headaches. But hang in there, okay? Sure, thanks. Don't tell me he's the one who... He's a time traveler too? Ugh. Oh, damn, to right the countless wrongs of our day. Hey, ramen guy! Oh no, not him too. Huh? What just happened? This weird voice popped into my head. Oh god, this guy has some goddamn willpower. There's something about this ramen guy, like, he also seems like... Something's up with him. Oh no. That happens in another day too, something along those lines. But anyways, as I was saying, this is going to be a long part, but we do get a lot done, and it makes me think of, like, the drawbacks to having long parts and the pros and cons. Like, on one hand, we're going to have a lot of, you're going to have to watch along your part, and, I can't keep an attention span for more than ever. But, on the other hand, if the parts are shorter, then the LP is just going to be longer, so there's kind of a trade-off to things. That Samurai had some pretty good stat boosts, but, I don't need it. Plus, no one but Shiki has the bravery to rare it, which I find pretty funny. So Shiki will be like, the samurai warrior of the group, I suppose. So here in Miyashita Park is a frog. Why do I keep on calling these pigs frogs? Those are two damn different species. Anywho, so this one you can only see it on the bottom side if you attack it on the top side. I'm actually starting to use a summon rhyme pin, and I realized why I start to use it actually will come up later in the part, but it's actually a really good pin that I pass over. So the last one, in the day 7, you have to beat Miss Konishi, so it's pretty long into the day, but there's the blue noise that you have to fight alone. Black noise, don't get in on that shit. So in order to actually get this blue noise, you have to fight Konishi, so you have to do a lot of stuff. So if you want to save time, after you fight this boss, you can actually just, fight the final boss and get his ultimate noise pin, which I will be doing. I won't show it this part because I'm kind of incompetent if you haven't figured out by now. But it's good that I did that because, and I also do it for the secret ending because of my time traveling. If I beated the game at this point in time, I would get the secret ending. So that's what my planning was about. I won't be showing the secret ending in this part either. It's just a little clip, nothing too spectacular. So this is I'm using a combination of Rhyme and King Arthur. Those are my two new pins. Or maybe it's Excalibur at this point in time, I don't know. They're pretty good pins. I haven't even shown you how I got that one King Excalibur pin. But everyone should have summon rhyme by now. If you're anything like me, you have multiple summon rhymes just because of how many times you have to beat Konishi. You have to beat Konishi to even get to this part of the game. As I've stated probably 12 times already in, ever. In this one part alone. But yeah, just beat the game. Is my phone ringing? Oh, indeed it is. Oh boy, I should probably pause this. Okay, pardon the intrusion. What time are we at even? Oh, good god. We're at 3:47 in the raw, so 3, 2, 1, record. Okay, back to reality, which isn't reality at all. Sorry about that. So yeah, fighting more of the snake guy. Again, on ultimate mode, he will drop, that one Hush Does the Something pin. I swear to God, I'm gonna go this entire playthrough without learning the freaking names to that pin set. He didn't drop it, unfortunately, because it is a rather high drop rate. So I'll probably just end up fighting this boss again while chaining battles. Yes, I do that off screen to get Hushed as the Wood, and we also get Shadow Matter. So ain't that just swell? So that's all the secret reports for this day. So now I'm gonna beat the game, of course, just to get the other things. Oh, we got none of the stars because I've been up to my time traveling shenanigans. Now we're doing another day. We're moved on to another day. We're gonna get the secret reports to another day. We're not gonna be doing another day's stuff. We have to get pigs. There's a lot of pigs in another day for one thing. But oh good. But what? But what? I can't think of right now because so much stuff on my computer is happening all at once. But this pig is here at Wildcat. He's sort of... Most of the pigs are all in Port Tower, but this one pig is in Wildcat. And, while we're in Wildcat, we might as well cash in on, you know, Honeycomb. He knows the deets about all the fashionable trends and all that. But here we are at, Dozenzaka. One of the box things is up here in the center on the concert hall. Concert stage. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names if you haven't noticed by this point in time. I'm really bad at names with a lot of stuff, but whatever. This game is pretty good on it, I guess. But here is the box. This stage is as dark as ever, says hintity hint hint. And then we get girls uniform with sweater, so that's lovely. So as I said, there's a lot of stuff to do on another day, but we'll just be doing one of the many things we can do. And that is going in and out of the place. Usually I only do that in games that, you know, have weird control systems, but this one, that's no excuse for that. Anywho, going to Pork City. There's a long ass side quest we can do that will be here for the rest of the friggin' game part. Mr. Honeycomb. And remember, this is alternate world Neku, so, you know, he has different mentalities and everything. I could get a chance to learn about him, about cat. If you want to learn about cats, just look up cats. Go to the internet, Neku. They're everywhere. So, this place seems familiar, almost as your otherworld self has done it before or something. But only done 2 floors because the game was freaking generous. Anywho, so we're going to be doing the Pork City Challenge. Basically, if you remember from the 7th day of week 2, every floor has a trend, and there's 13 floors, so there's going to be every trend. The first one is Mathratus. So only unbranded pins and Mathratus will actually work here in, La La Land. Pork Tower, of course. It's like Tartarus. So I'm going to be making a Mathratus deck. One thing I learned is that you could probably... The better idea is just to use unbranded pins, which I'll do later. And you want to also set your difficulty to, you want to set your difficulty to easy, because honestly, it's going to take so much longer if you set it to hard, or ultimate. It's just not worth the time. So, I'm also switching to Joshua, which is stupid. I should be grinding for Beat, because I didn't realize that Beat hasn't maxed out his defense, though. And so it begins. I'm going to be speeding up most of this entire ordeal, in speed up mode, because that's just lovely. 600 times capacity. Hooray. What did I have to say? What do I have to say? There are six noise symbols in each floor. So once you beat all the 6 noise symbols, a pig noise will appear. There's always 6 noise symbols from what I've seen. And then once you beat the pig noise, the Reaper will let you go onto the next floor. So just talk to him. He'll also give you some random food item. And to break the pace, Neku always has something to say on a few of the floors. It's kind of a mystery. He's got his incognito life as cat. Then there's that quirky cafe. I swear it's closed more than it's open. Actually, wow, I really don't know anything about him. Especially considering how long we've been acquainted. Don't remember that being a thing. But back to reality. Oh god, look at all these dragons and things. What did I want to say? Holy crap, this is what happens when I just don't do stuff. I just don't know what's going on. Oh yes, the track that's playing right now. I think that the name of this song is Psychedelic. It's actually an unused track that this game has to offer. Unused as it's not used anywhere in the game. I don't think it's anywhere used in the, they don't even use it in the other, you know, PAL versions of this game, so it's just somewhere in the game's coding, I guess, that people found. But yeah, it's a pretty cool track. There's a lot like that. I highly suggest checking out the OST. I guess I forgot about this because I haven't been, like, you know, just in playing the game, like, instead of let's playing it. But I really like this, like the music of this game. I'll talk more about how much I like this game later when I have more less stuff going on screen. But, you know, it's a really cool game, and oh, yay, shuffling through floors. So I'm switching my deck. Really, I can get by on the first 4 pins I'm using, but I'm just stupid. And yeah, I highly suggest checking out the OST. It's a fantastic soundtrack. I like it a lot. Calling, Twister, Deja Vu, 3 Minutes Clapping. All the songs are pretty great if you haven't done them already, so, you know, do that. It's pretty fantastic. And more frickin' elephants. Good thing I'm playing on easy mode, because honestly, I mean, it's not like I get any more XP anymore, so, you know, there's really no benefit to playing on a harder difficulty. Okay, more breaking pace. It's been a couple years now. I was looking at that Utagawa wall tag. Mr. H came up and talked to me. After that, I started going to his cafe. We talked about lots of stuff. Eventually, I found out he was cat. But, really, that's all I know. I wish the guy would open up a little more. It's just like Neku. Okay, so yes, do whatever you want. We had to change our pin deck. Why didn't I cut this out? Oh yeah, I'm deciding, you know what, these 4 pins, I can get by on these 4 pins, honestly, now. Especially Summon Rhyme. The thing about the Port Tower is it's riddled with frogs. Frogs, special frogs, too. The annoying kind of frogs. The red frogs, I'm pretty sure, absorb magical attacks, and the yellow frogs absorb, like, physical attacks, or it might be the other way around. Either way, a lot of the pins won't work on these goddamn frogs, and you'll have to rely on your partner. But the thing that makes the Rhyme pin shine, is that Rhyme actually has this neutral affinity when it comes to, like, elementals. Meaning that you can attack enemies that, it's not a physical attack and it's not a magical attack, so you can attack any of these frogs with the Rhyme pin. And above that, it also has a 150 efficiency in the American version, which makes it very fantastic as, like, a puck passer. So, in all, it's actually a really good pin to use. I guess, I don't know why I went over it. I'm also switching to Shiki just for the lols. I might as well grind her. The music you're hearing is actually from the Tweewee solo mix. I think that's the name of the game. It's actually, they made a, I wouldn't say port, I wouldn't say remake of this game. But for the iOS, iPad, iPhone versions, you might actually want to look into that, because they make a lot of changes to the gameplay. Like, for one thing, it's only one-screen combat, the partner system is all weird, the pin system is all different, the whole gameplay is just completely different. But there's also new music and stuff, which is what one of the tracks you're hearing. It's a mix of 3 different songs. They actually do that a lot. I like it. I looked through a lot of the new soundtrack, and I don't know, this one just stuck with me. I mean, the Twister, they had a Twister calling 3 minutes clapping or something mix, and I just didn't like it as much. And what does he have to say now? He seems really busy lately. His shop's been closed a lot too. What has he been doing? Even more than usual. Wonder if there's something else going on top of his work as cat. Like, something I could help with if I got what it takes. I just wish I could lighten his load. Oh, okay. That's great, Neku. But anyways, as I was saying, so there's an iPad version for this game, and the gameplay is much different. I haven't really played it, but if you want to check it out and play it for yourself, my take on it is just make sure you play the DS version, like, because this is honestly the way to go if you want to play Tweewee. Like, the one thing I just don't want to see is people playing only the iPad version and be like, oh, this is so awesome, when they, like, don't even realize that they're missing out on this whole doll screen combat thing that I just love so much. I take it for granted, but this is actually, like, a really, really interesting form of combat. So yeah, if you're gonna play it, just make sure you also play the DS version. And the last track I play in this fast forwarding endeavors is the Calling 1960s version or something. I just call it the funky version because it is in fact funky. I think it's just a remixed version from a remixed soundtrack. Nothing special about it. I don't think it's fan made though. I'm pretty sure it's actually professionally made. I'm popping, aren't I? That's annoying. I really don't like when that happens. And we're only 13 minutes in. On a normal day, I'd almost be done with this, but on good old 24-minute long video, I'm not even I'm still 9 minutes to go now, aren't I? People are probably going to come home before I even have a chance to finish it, which is kind of annoying. Again, another reason why this is taking a long time to upload. So wow, I've pretty much said everything I need to say, huh? Why am I going nuts chasing him down like this? I know, Neku, you've slaughtered 10 floors worth of pigs and frickin' frogs. I'm worried that if I don't, he'll disappear on me. What? I don't think I can handle that again. Thinking back on it, it was him. He's the reason I met Mr. H. Who? I wouldn't have found the mural in Utagawa if he hadn't told me about it. He was my one real friend, the only guy in my class I could talk to as an equal. I was just fine with that, just me and him and me. Man, I miss him. Not that I had the right to. Not after I killed him. So, like, I want to say that's, like, Otherworld Joshua, but, because, like, it makes sense. It's, like, whole ironic Joshua killed Neku, Otherworld Neku killed Otherworld Joshua. But there actually is an Otherworld Joshua, and they don't really talk about that, so I don't think it's the same guy. I don't even know if the guy Neku was talking about is actually, like, another world character. It might just be some random guy that never gets mentioned. But that's fine. I actually fail on this pig that I can only tell in frickin' 600 whatever. But as I wanted to say, what did I want to say? We're actually almost done with Port Tower, so that was lovely. 13 floors of frickin' This equated like to like an hour's worth of footage actually, which I kind of find funny, kind of find oh my god. So that's kind of why my upload schedule is botched. Not only that, I just have not found time to record. Really, that's never the thing. Like, really, when it comes to school and stuff, I'm such a slacker. I have with horrible priorities. That's never a problem. I'll never forget that day. We're set to meet at the usual spot. What? When did this become Twilight Town in Kingdom Hearts 2? I was waiting for him in the cat mural, but he never came. Only later did I find about the accident. I was so mad, but then I felt awful. I shouldn't have asked him there. If not for me, he'd still be here. I like how it's actually playing Calling in the background, but not all funky in 1960s. Now I feel like it's gonna happen again, like I'm gonna lose Mr. H. I don't think I can take it. It almost broke me last time. If it happened again, wow, you're much different from other World Neku. Aren't regular World Neku now, aren't you? He won't go away. There's gotta be something. So, here, this is the last floor. It's the Gaito floor, so if I had all the Gaito pins, I'd actually show off the, you know, see no evil, speak no evil set, but because I'm time traveling, I do not yet have the last pin set. But I do show off Nexus Ray. Something I didn't realize about Nexus Ray. The reason why it's actually a really good pin for Universal, like Nexus Beam or whatever it's called. And oh boy, pause screen. I'm so incompetent. Even at 600 times speed, that pause screen was kind of awkward. But Nexus Ray, what's cool about it is actually it recharges. Like, you can use it, and it will actually, like, you know, come back after you use it 3 times. I thought it was only you use it 3 times and it's gone for good, kind of like a Nugas, but no, you use it 3 times and it will recharge. So that's kind of the, you know, what makes it cool. The only problem is it takes up 2 slots, so, you know, it's got its, cons. So, that's pretty much all of it, right? I'm gonna change back into Joshua, and I'm actually gonna show these normally, because these two pigs in particular are actually pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. The first pig, there's actually 2 pigs on this floor, is like the king pig. Like Kingpin from Spider-Man, but Spider-Man's dead, so who cares? And he actually has enemies with him, so that's kind of funny. I mean, I still kill them on easy mode, but whatevers, I'm not judging. But for it, we get Pig, the Pig Pin. Basically, it's like Motherload, but it's like it's like Super Motherload. You won't get any XP or pin points for doing it, but at the expense, like, it's much better than your run-of-the-mill Motherload. The second one is another pig, just a pig alone. The draw to him is he's pretty goddamn vicious, which I kind of find funny. On easy mode, he almost wrecks me. Although I'm not sure if enemies actually do more damage on easy mode, or if they just take more damage to kill. I'm not sure about that, actually. But he puts me in danger. I'm actually worried that this pig's gonna kill me, which I find pretty funny, actually.
That was a nice distraction.
Anywho, so we got slaughtered. So those pigs, well, we made it out. But we got the Gaito pin, which makes the Gaito brand stronger, which actually I will put into use right now. So we got all floors of the Port Tower. That only took 15 plus minutes, but whatever. Oh, and he gives us curious shrooms. He's a chronic dealer to the very end, now isn't he? So... Okay, so 6 hours later, I'm finally back to recording. Because I'm getting this part in, goddammit. I can't stall any longer. So, my pins, I'm gonna actually have a special pin set to fight this secret boss that we're gonna be fighting. Spoilers. And I'm also gonna be simultaneously showing off the cat's righty, lefty, brainy cat set. When you have all 3 of them combined, what actually happens is you instantly boot up any pins that need a boot time, and reload time is faster. Same goes for that birdie pin. And the Gaito pin is just to strengthen that one pin that we have, which is the only pin we'll be using. And I kind of screwed up because I forgot to set the difficulty back to ultimate because I want his ultimate pin. So I did fight him on easy. You can get something nifty from easy, so you might as well do that. And another thing, I actually want to change Joshua's trend setup, whatever you call it. Normally Joshua excels when you have high combo maps, but for actually this fight, you really want to make sure that he doesn't have that. He has the exact opposite. You want Joshua's combo maps to be as small as possible. So I'm just kind of trying to find something that, like, you know, still gives him a decent attack boost. That works. And set this baby up to ultimate, and we can actually fight this boss. And also, he drops his ultimate pin, like, it's 100% chance of drop at like 7 drop rate, so, you know, you can feel free to set your HP up high. And also, if you ever leave Port Tower and come back, If you just talk to the crack dealers, they'll open the doors for you. Hey, phones. Phones? What's that? Of course. He never was called Phones, Otherworld Joshua. Oh, sorry. Wrong you. Are you okay, Mr. Hanakoma? Have you been... And what are you going way up here? Just a little errand. I wanted to pick somebody up, but I wanted to check something while I was here. Check what? Oh boy, I knew it. What the hell is that? Visible in this world too, clear as day. This calls for serious action. I swear this entire cutscene is sequel bait. Look, Mr. H. I want to help you. I want to pay you back for all you've done for me. Well, gee, Phones. You've just been so busy lately. I mean, I know I probably can't do much, but let me do what I can. Thanks. The real use a decent off. What? Really? I'd be happy to work at the cafe or whatever. I've had my eye on you for a while now. But the other use in the middle of the game. Mr. Hanakoma, have you been smoking those crack dealer's mushrooms? I couldn't have said that any. Those are 3 different drugs. I'm off today. Or tonight. It's pretty goddamn late, if you can't tell by my lack of voice. So anyways, this is the secret boss time. Hanakoma, big bad. This is a very hard boss fight. So the whole reason my pin setup is the way it is because with Black Uranus equipped and all these reboot upgrades, basically what happens is the pin reboots so fast that like you can infinitely juggle Hanakoma on the bottom side. So yes, I am in fact cheaping out this boss fight. I don't regret anything because this is actually a hard boss fight. This is the super boss. If I can cheap it out, you bet your ass I am. On Joshua's side, you still want to pay attention. Joshua is the partner of choice because his levitation is so valuable. Anywho, the reason I want his combo mat to be so short is because, if you haven't noticed, Hanakoma is kind of frickin' fast and he moves around a lot. If he hits you, he hits hard and does a ton of damage. Basically, if your combo map is too long, he's gonna teleport around before you actually get the chance to use combo finisher. So if you're not doing combo finishers, it means you're not passing the puck, which means you're doing 5 times less damage, which is gonna extend this ordeal much more long. So you don't want to do that. So make sure your Joshua's good old combo map is pretty short. You can also grant your fusion stars this way, but I don't pay attention to that. It's the same too. I wanted to end them with, you know, big bad meteor, but can't have everything in the world. I mean, I'm already cheaping out a boss fight. Might as well, you know, do whatever. And Hanakoma, yes, is in fact Panthera Cantus, as it's called, is done for one thing. But he's a recoloring of the other 2 bosses he's recolored after. Too lazy to think right now. But anyways, we beat him. That was a cheaped out boss fight. Don't you feel so giddy inside? For beating him on ultimate mode, you get his ultimate drop, one of the blacklit planet sets. So yay, doesn't that just feel great? We get Black Jupiter, goody goody hooray. And because I did in fact beat him on easy mode that one time I failed, I also got another pin. But we even star ranked him, isn't that lovely? And on easy mode I got King Arthur, which is the pin I was using a while ago when I was time traveling. So it all comes together. Very nice, Phones. Mr. Hanakoma. What? Okay. Why are you attack? What? Finish your sentences. You said you wanted to help me? that day may come sooner. I can't read today. And sequel bait. What? Later, kiddo. Hey, kiddos. Anyways. Please, wait. What on earth? Was that even really him? The day I helped Mr. Hanakoma. What does he want me to do? Sequels. My headphones. So you get this. This is actually a very good tread. Too bad it takes away my DMB ring, which kind of screws me. And was that really the end of the part? Ooh, wow. That was it. Huh. Finally, we conquered this beast of a part. So in the next part, we'll be doing, we'll actually be reading. And I'll be reading the rest of the secret reports and showing off the ending. This has been over for a while now, hasn't it? But anywho, until then, this has been Skittflash. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Bye!